Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura. As I always say, before you watch, kindly click the subscribe button and remember to turn on the notification bell. That is the only way you can be notified when I upload a video. Kaka, you've heard communities say we are not represented at the table. That is in politics. You've heard those sentiments. You hear from the Luya community as we are not voting that coalition or that party because we are not represented at the table. You hear the Kikuyu say, we will not vote so and so because his lineup doesn't represent us at the table. What do they exactly mean when a community says we are not voting because our community has not been represented at the high table? Others, you hear them say, wakati mkate itagawanywa, sisi hatuko kwa hiyo meza, kwa hivyo hatupigi kura. Nasikia wengine wakisema, wakati keki itagawanywa, sisi hatupigi kura kwa sababu hakuna mtu yetu atatutetea kwa hiyo meza. What do they exactly mean? Number 2, why do communities celebrate when one of their own has been appointed in a high government rank? For example, a CS, a PS, a CAS. Why do people celebrate? You hear people say, Azimio government is a good one. Why? It has given us a cake. Which cake? They have appointed our very own in high positions. Why do they feel so? You hear others say, Kenya Kwanza is a good government. Why? It has appointed so and so as a CS. So we feel as a community represented. What does that exactly mean? What does that mean? Wakati wa kampeni unasikia, we go with numbers. Those with high numbers, they are given a higher share. When they are given a higher share, they celebrate. Why? Okay, let me narrow it closer to you. As a family now, when one of your own gets a big job, why does as a family you celebrate? Why? Why do you celebrate? Wakati mtu yenu from your family, either your sibling, ameajiriwa kazi kubwa na mlikuwa kwa umasikini, why do you celebrate? The reason is the person at the table is able to negotiate and defend you at the table. That is why we celebrate. When your very own, from your own tribe, is appointed as CS, that particular community celebrates because the CS is able to negotiate for development and is able to protect them. That is why a community celebrates. A family celebrates because it feels our very own has been employed. He will help us to pay school fees. He will help us to rise from poverty. And they feel represented. That is why they celebrate. Now, what do I mean in all this? Kaka, I want to take you back to the reign of Karanja Kibicho as a PS for Interior in the Jubilee government. In fact, Kibicho was so powerful in Uhuru's government. And you could not dare a Kikuyu. Kibicho akuache. He was so powerful. PS for Interior. Powerful man than even Matiang'i. Powerful. Kama kulikuwa na ile system ulikuwa unasikia, Karanja Kibijo was the system. Now, in William Ruto's government, I am not discriminating anyone. I'm just explaining why this is happening. In William Ruto's government, in the same position Karanja Kibijo was, we have PS Omollo, a Luo from Nyanza. In fact, from Homa Bay. Sijui kama unanifuata. So, Omollo is in the same capacity that Kibijo was. So, if there is a system in Kenya Kwanza, it is Omollo. If there is, but it might not be, because you know how Kenya Kwanza behaves and how it acts. You are there as a flower girl and you have no powers. Now, in the Ministry of Security, internal security, PS Omollo is the boss. In the ranking of a ministry, a PS is actually the HR, is the one who is accountable for all resources running that ministry. If there's money going out from a ministry, it must go through the PS. If there's money coming into the ministry, it must go through the PS. If there's someone to be employed in a particular ministry, it passes through the PS. So, the PS is the heartbeat of a ministry. Not even the CS. The PS. Because the PS is the accounting officer of a ministry. There are news on media. There are words and allegations from the Luo leaders. You saw recently Gladys Wanga visiting those who were injured during the fracas between police and protesters. It was a sad video. It was a sad state of affairs. Uliona? Wengine wameshutiwa kutoka kwa mgongo na nini? And the Luo leaders say police used force on innocent citizens who were not protesters, and they called it a massacre in Luo Nyanza, especially in Nyalenda. Those are not my own words, Kaka. It's the Luo leaders saying that. So the Luo leaders felt that the Luo community has been targeted by the Kenya Kwanza government. In all communities during the protests, the Luo community felt they have been brutally treated. And their people have been killed, especially the young people. That is what the leaders were saying. It's not my own words. Now, a community that is being brutalized has a PS in the Ministry of Interior. So who is brutalizing the Luo community? Your own son. No, get this clear. Let me repeat. The Luo community claims they have been brutally treated during the campaigns, during the demonstrations. People have been innocently killed. Then, who is killing you? Nimewambia, a PS is an accounting officer in a ministry. A PS is a system in a ministry. You cannot hire without a PS. You cannot fire without a PS. You cannot spend without a PS. Yani, PS ndio kila kitu in a ministry. So, if people are being killed in Luo Nyanza, if young people are innocently being shot, who is shooting you? It's your own son. A PS in the ministry of... Don't even blame Ruto. Your own son. Back to what I said. We celebrate when one of our own has been appointed. The Luo community celebrated when Omollo was appointed. So, putting in mind or thinking Omollo will protect the community in case of such a situation. Omollo has ignored its tribe. Omollo. Why Omollo? Omollo, why? Omollo. Omollo, why? Why Omollo? I have seen press statement from Omollo. Omollo is not commenting anything in Luo Nyanza. Omollo is saying, oh, police were killed. Oh, police lost their, I don't know what. Oh, police were injured. He is speaking nothing about Luo. That is your son, Omollo. Now, let me bring you closer. In a family, if you have a son who is employed, in Kenya we believe, a son or a daughter from a family, when he secures a visa to America or Germany or Canada or those countries, the family believes the son or daughter will help them. But upate familia, the daughter amepata visa or the son amepata visa, mume celebrate, amepanda ndege, ameenda 10 years hajawahi wasaidia. You just mnasema huyu hata kufe, huyo si wetu, hatusaidii. Na Omollo amepata visa ya kwenda Kenya Kwanza, amechangiwa fare ya kwenda Kenya Kwanza, amepanda ndege, ameenda Kenya Kwanza. The Luo community ikiweka in mind kwamba mtoto yetu atatusaidia, Omollo is not even interested in his community. So anyway, I don't know. That one I leave it to the Luo community. I don't want even to comment. It's up to you to tell me what you think about it. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.